We're going to be focusing today on these individual events, on the apparatus. We're going to start, as I was saying, men's floor, pommel horse and rings. Should be a really, really exciting competition here in Kazan. Kazan have given us a great welcome for this Universiade, the 27th Universiade, the first Universiade in Russia for 40 years, more than 10,000 athletes here. They've certainly been enjoying this competition because Russia way ahead in the medals count. Overall, I'm talking, they've got 41 golds. Number 2, South Korea. Number 3, China, with 6 and 5 respectively. So they really are cleaning up. They get 1 or 2 this afternoon, Paul, but we should have quite an international day today. A Brazilian favourite on the rings, a Korean favourite on the vault. So they won't completely clean up here, will they, Russia?
Absolutely, and good to see some demonstrations from some of the lesser countries. Meier of Switzerland showing us his floor routine today. Paolo Principi making a final for Italy. We have representation from Poland as well, so good clutch of nations.
Certainly do. Gymnasts final warm-up, 8 in each final. Well, there's 9 in one. Let's just talk about a couple of things. Why there's 9 going on the women's floor, but also why a high-profile withdrawal from Mexico, Paul.
Yes, unusual to have 9 going on the floor exercise, but there was an 8th place tie in the qualifications for that event on the women's floor, and they couldn't be separated. Same start score, same final score, and it's good luck to Sakura Noda and Angelina Kisler, who will both be in that final with 9 people in. Elsa Garcia of Mexico qualified for 3 finals, and the start list has just come out and shown that she's concentrating just on floor. Spoken to her coach, who said she's not actually injured, but she's really going to concentrate and focus on that one event with a hope for a good result. Let's hope it plays off for her.
Just explain that difference when the gymnasts are level on scores, how they separate it from D&E, and explain, you've got personal experience of this, and it wasn't a very nice personal experience from the Olympic Games.
Very true, yes. I remember well the tie-break rule at the Olympic Games, which separated the Lewis Smith with Christian Berkey on the pommel horse, both having identical scores, but Berkey, great gymnast from Hungary, winning the gold on the pommel horse because his difficulty rating was slightly less, and therefore the execution of Lewis Smith was slightly greater, and that's how the judges separated. Rather complicated system, but it was agreed in the rules that they wouldn't be sharing medals.
Content with a silver medal, but fine performance that was as well. For our final day of competition, 3 really good days, some top quality stuff at packed stadiums. Massive surprises. You just saw Fabian Hambuechen there, and he would have been delighted with that silver yesterday. Kind of came from nowhere, didn't he, Paul? Because he was not in the ranking, but he had a good floor. The last couple of routines were good, and he went right up from 5th place to 2nd.
Absolutely. He wasn't in the first group. He was in the second group, rather hidden away. Cameras didn't spend much time on him, but right at the end, true to form, Fabian, a real fighter. Great wealth of experience. He drew on all of that with an amazing high bar routine, I have to say. And then moving to floor, the last piece, he held it together so well to take that 2nd place. And he'll be looking to go for a few more medals today. He has every chance on floor and high bar, the other apparatus that he's concentrated on and qualified for. We'll be watching the floor routine. The men's floor will be the first competition of the day, and it's Russia's David Belyavskiy who's going to be going first.
This defending champion not here, Flavius Coxey. 2 medals in Shenzhen 2 years ago to one vault. Next couple of minutes now, talked about how this is an important time for the gymnasts. Really tricky. Is it even more intense when it's just an individual apparatus event rather than the all-around? Because it really is concentrating all your efforts now into a 90-second routine.
Yes, it's one chance. It's 70 seconds actually for the guys and 90 seconds for the girls, but they have one chance. And there are a few specialists here, and they might have travelled halfway across the world to do literally one routine. The Chinese guy I know has come over. He's qualified for the final very well on rings, but just one routine, one chance, and you have to hit it right.
We've seen hitting it wrong yesterday. We saw a couple of errors for Stepko. Kato come off with parallel bars, which is very unusual. He carried on manfully, but didn't do enough to get among the medals.
Yes, I think Kato yesterday got a bit of a dead arm on an impact from a double somersaulting skill to upper arms. Couldn't feel much on his left arm and got up and decided to jump off and recover for a few seconds before finishing the routine. That put him out of that gold medal winning position.
David Belyavskiy does have 1 goal so far in that team competition. He's going on the floor. He was number 2 in qualifying behind his compatriot Denis Ablyazin, 15.3. Let's see what Belyavskiy can do here as he gets the ball rolling. Floor competition now. Last day of this gymnastics competition. 27 universal is the individual event.
3rd day in a row for Belyavskiy. Let's see if he's still got some strength in those legs.
Certainly get lots of support from the crowd.
Certainly has. Double twist and that double somersault. Hiking down for the second one. Ablyazin with a hard twist out. And also far covering the floor, fulfilling the requirements that the judges are looking for, and putting in the 10 most difficult elements in his repertoire. Back is in a tough position. Triple twist dismount, safe routine, and a great start for Belyavskiy.
Belyavskiy, the Russian national all-around champion, and you can hear the crowd thought of that, a really popular gymnast. David Belyavskiy.
Scored 15.3 in the qualifications. Gymnasts have to combine a difficulty score for their floor exercise together with an execution score. They amass the 10 most difficult elements. The judge will give the tariff for the routine, and then the E-jury panel will take deductions from 10. Those 2 marks are evaluated and combined to give the final score. The more difficult your routine, the more potential you have, but the more risk you have, the more likely the execution deductions.
Stoy, which means stick, doesn't it? As the gymnast comes crashing down to the mat. 15.25, and you heard the cries of Stoy, and we might have a few more now with Denis Ablyazin, the other great Russian hope, on the floor.
Yes, the hot favourite in this piece. An absolutely monster routine. 7.1 he showed us at the beginning of this competition.
Oh, another mistake.
Yeah, stepping out of the floor on that 2.5 twist.
And that will cost him how much?
A 10th or 2. The jump is a little bit shaky.
Scored 15.65.
Really packing in the difficulty, but with difficulty comes risk. Let's see this routine so fast in order to get all the tumbles in. Hello, Oleg. One more tumble left. It's running out of energy. Can he stick this? Triple twist and another step. No mistakes in that routine, but a big start score.
He was 3 times over the line. Denis Ablyazin, 2-time Olympic medalist in London. But what's your reading of that? Is that fatigue, the fact that he slipped out 3 times early on, didn't he? Or is it nerves, or is it just simply just trying a little bit too much?
It can be a combination of both. You know, it's such a difficult routine, and he hit it perfect in the qualifications, which got him to this final. But the margin of error between success and a few little steps is very, very small at this level. He's got a 7.1 start score normally, so he can afford to lose a little bit more than Belyavskiy on the execution. It just depends how the judges evaluate those small errors.
Hambuechen still to go. He scored 15.25 in qualification. And don't rule out Ryohei Kato. 15.15 still to come on this floor. So no doubt lose a few on the execution there. These fans will be hoping it's not too much like their German fans. So no doubt we rooting for Fabian Hambuechen as Ablyazin waits. Remember that execution score is marked down from 10.
That's right. The Olympic bronze medalist on floor, he's got some great experience on this piece. He's a real excellent gymnast on a few pieces of apparatus. I think can do a whole lot more. A real prospect for Rio 2016.
Yes, 15.25, remember. Russian fans. I've seen lots of
And Kato, main control representative on the International Gymnastics Federation on the Men's Technical Committee.
They're quite right to do. This is a big, big competition and a big day in the career of Denis Ablyazin. Two-time medalist. What is the score? It's 43.
Yes, he was punished for those errors. A big start score, but unfortunately a low. He scored 2.1 the deductions there. And penalties of 0.7 for stepping out of the floor.
7.1 was that D score. So that opens the way a little bit, doesn't it? Because that's not really a medal performance.
Oh no.
14.3.
No.
Yeah. Next is Thomas Taranu of Germany. We all think will chance of a medal here.
Good start. Qualified in 8th place. A score of 15.
Sehr gut, komm jetzt! Sehr schön!
Twist, hold position. Male gymnast allowed to perform one rollout move.
Sehr schön, komm jetzt!
Folsheim University studying management economics. Straubenhart Club. How economical this performance will be. Pretty good so far.
Showing great flexibility, great early strength in that. Can't hold one out in the handstand.
Komm schon, mach was! A very popular wide arm handstand. Needs to be held for 2 seconds. Quickly into the dismount. Pulling back out. A good job by Taranu.
First of 2 Germans going. Head coach Verniaiev will be delighted that there's 2 in there. And he's feeling that he won to pick up a medal. Probably Hambuechen is the favourite of the 2, but not too many mistakes there, Paul.
That wasn't too bad. The start score can be a little bit down, 6.5. It's still a big routine, so he has a chance. There are a few form faults, but we'll see how the judges get on with it. Taranu, Romanian by birth. His chosen country now, Germany. Been a member of the Romanian team for many years.
15.25 score to beat so far, but we have seen probably the 2 favourites go first off in Belyavskiy and Ablyazin, so if we're in the top place now, there's a real chance. So Taranu. What will the judges say?
Alex,
opening competition on day 4, the last day. Kazan Gymnastics Centre, new gymnastics centre here. 3,000.
Aber saubere Übung.
14.725. Is that good enough for a medal? Might be a little bit short.
It's going to need some of the others to make a mistake or 2.
The D was 6.4, incidentally.
Okay.
Ryohei Kato was the vice champion at the Japanese National Championships this year. He only came second to Meier, didn't he? So for some people, you can almost take him out of the equation. He's a fantastic gymnast, is Kato. Always going to be overshadowed a bit by
Great from the 2.5 twist into a punch half. These guys know how to twist. 1.5, 2.5. He has the potential to take this medal. recovered well from yesterday. Sometimes it can work quite well. Having a bit of a disappointment can be a very good motivator for some gymnasts who want to prove a point how good they really are.
We'll be going to those World Championships in Antwerp. We'll be going as a Universiade gold medalist, I wonder.
Great work, one tumble look to go. Oh yes, triple twist dismount. That's got a chance.
And that's a really great performance from a gymnast who was really suffering about 24 hours ago with an injury. In the running for an individual goal, but it's a good performance, and 15.25.
Yes, qualified with 15.15 and has every chance. He was 9th, reserved for the floor final in the Olympic Games last year, so he's got a great pedigree in this piece.
Running at Juntendo University. Get a silver medal at the Olympics in that team competition when they were beaten by China. A bit of disappointment for Japan. They were going there for gold, certainly. Uchimura, and they were disappointed with a silver. It's a great performance. It was a powerful Chinese team. He sent a very strong team here. China, it's more about Japan. Of course, the Russian Federation. Did you spot many mistakes there, Paul?
No major ones, just little execution deductions.
14.45. Kato is top.
15.45.
15
yes.
rather, well above Belyavskiy, 0.2. Top spot.
He's up.
Kato, and that's good for a medal, surely.
Yes. Here goes Fabian. Great start. Twisting double straight. Looks like a new business.
No shortage of confidence after yesterday getting that silver. It was after a fine floor routine. Is it going to change it much, Paul, or will it be pretty similar to yesterday?
It can be. Some of these guys have some extra elements they can put in. We saw Kato just now up his tariff to 6.7, 2/10 higher than his qualification, so he pulled something out of the bag for finals. Beautiful work. Popular gymnast for this audience.
Goal in the high bar later, where he's probably the favourite.
Pulling back out dismount. Very good routine. It will depend on that start score, the D score.
Hambuechen, being a world champion, we saw it in Stuttgart. He's currently studying at Cologne University, sports management and communication. He's a particular specialist, but he's special on the high bar, and here, as we've seen, on the floor.
Coached by his father, Wolfgang. And together as a father-son gymnastics partnership for many years, and it works extremely well.
To the Olympics all the way back in 2004. He was the youngest German athlete at those Olympic Games, which takes some doing. It's a big team to Athens. He was 17. He came 7th on the bar at the age of 17. I mean, that's a big display, isn't it? He's got better and better since then.
He was a prodigious junior, absolutely superb. I remember him as a 14-year-old beating many people across the international stage.
When you get above Kato, 15.45 is that magic number. You can see top 5 was Belyavskiy. So there'll be no Russian gold medal. They're giving someone else a chance today on the floor. Will it be Japan? Will it be Germany? To go.
We've had a great gymnastics competition so far. They've got medals on the women's side, the men's side.
And it's not quite good enough. 15.275. So Kato very much in the box seat. We've had on paper, Paul, the strongest performers, but this man, Oleg Verniaiev, is a talented young gymnast, and he's capable of getting up there as well. 15.1 in qualies.
Absolutely. Third yesterday all around. Bronze all around in the European Championships in Moscow. Difficult score. Difficult twist. Oh, big mistake there. That's going to cost him. These gymnasts choosing to up their difficulty for the finals. Really, it comes so much risk. It can come off or you can crash. With 10 seconds left, he needs to speed up to avoid the time deduction. And a triple twist with a big step. A little bit tired, I would think.
Oleg Verniaiev, but he has had a tiring 3 days. And, it's good something for a medal for Hambuechen. Verniaiev 11th in the all-around in the Olympics last year. He's a really, really talented gymnast. Lots more of him, but he made a couple of mistakes. Let's explain what those mistakes were there, Paul.
Well, under rotation on a somersault. Let's see what he's doing now. That was fantastic. Although he put a hand down, was a big mistake. It's a triple twisting double back somersault. You don't see many of those. And a big step on the triple twist. He went for broke. I've been very impressed by the Ukrainian team here. They are assembling a great team. They've lost, of course, Nikolai Kuksenkov, but they have plenty of backup, and I think they're building very well for Rio in 3 years' time.
Verniaiev probably will have an E score that's not quite sufficient enough. The D will be high. 20-year-old now. From second Japanese competitor, Yusuke Tanaka. Member of that team that won the silver medal at the Olympics. So we're going to wait just to see what Verniaiev will score. Will Tanaka be looking at that score from Verniaiev, or at this stage it's just concentrating on your own routine?
Gymnasts are very different, but generally they're focusing on what's going on. They don't involve themselves with the rest of the competition. You can't do anything about your opponent's scores, only about your own scores, and it's good advice to just let them focus on what they need to do, to be as calm as possible. Gymnastics is a sport where you don't need to have high adrenaline and to bring out personal best. You just need to do what you've done many, many hundreds of times in the gym, in the training gym over weeks and months.
Пояс первый запасной. На кольце еще попал? А? Олег попал? Нет. Игорь попал, а я первый запасной. Да ладно, ставьте 15-5, мне хватит. Ох, что вы.
And it's 13.025. That's disappointing. 6 out of 6 so far. Too many mistakes there. Paul, it was 6.3 would be 6.85. So, no doubt, second Japanese gymnast Yusuke Tanaka, I think he's got a chance.
Yes, a finalist in London on the parallel bars. There's with many of the Japanese good on. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Twisting front combined with a 2.5 twisting front. Connection bonus there. Into the handstand, 2-second hold. A little time to breathe and prepare for the next big tumble. Shrug of the shoulders. And a triple twist. Good routine. Not sure he's got the difficulty, but very well executed.
So Tanaka He needs 15.25 if he wants a medal. Verniaiev is going to be disappointed with that. He made too many mistakes, but he certainly went for broke. As Paul Hall was saying, that'll be good enough to deny the Russians the medal completely. Certainly looking like Kato's gold, though, with only one left. The outsiders left in Meier. To go. Let's have a look at Tanaka.
Qualified Yusuke with 6.3 start score and scored 15.05. So he can score just above 15. That can put him in the medals.
That score is a combination of the D score, difficulty, and execution. An open-ended score. He is marked down at 10.
Comes from a really sporting family, does Yusuke. His both his sister Ryohei and older brother Kazuhito in the Japanese team. There's the score.
15-1-5-0. It's just below Belyavskiy. He's the unlucky man in 4th place. So surely Kato with the gold. Next up is the outsider from Switzerland, Meier. He's coached by Domenico Rossi. Studies at the University of Zurich. The Medenschwand club.
That's a great opener. Double straight with a full twist and the second somersault. See Swiss representation in this high-profile final. That Thomas roll. 3 rotations on the hands. Fedorchenko. Whip through for 2.5 twist. 1 tumble to go. Step on the landing, but a triple twist dismount and a great showing from the Swiss gymnast.
Michael Meier, not enough to get a medal, but he's been one of the small surprises, one can say. This floor competition, gymnastics event here in Kazan. We'll have an ask to look at that, some of the highlights, Paul.
Very nice first tumble, complex.
It's very much like a first gold medal here for Japan. And what a story that would be 24 hours ago. Ryohei Kato. Agony mentally, certainly, and physically wasn't doing too well. 24 hours later, he picked himself up. And unless Michael Meier is a massive surprise here, it's going to be Kato's gold. No, 14.4. The gold medal is Kato's. And that's a great mental performance as a Paul. He's come back, he's forgotten what happened yesterday. So he fell off the parallel bars, not the high bar, the parallel bars, which is very unusual. Quite inexplicably, quite clear why he did that. He's come back, he's won the gold on the floor.
Absolutely the mark of a true champion, to put all those troubles behind you, to realise that this is another day, another competition, a clean sheet. He had something to prove today, most definitely, and in true Japanese tradition, he's performed out of his skin and taken that gold medal.
15.45.